G'day, Adam Grocke from Johnston Grocke here with the finance update. So we're going to do a little bit more of an extended update today because there's a bit to get through. First of all, the coronavirus. So what we're seeing at the moment is that the lenders have slowed right down. So if you are dealing with purchases or if you're selling your home, you just need to make sure that you set the expectations that settlements are potentially going to be delayed. Finance clauses are absolutely going to be delayed. We've got some lenders who have had timeframes extend now out to well over a month to pick up a file. The reason for this, they have changed their workforce from their office to being 50% at home and 50% in the office building. So what that means is that a lot of the people working from home haven't been set up properly for that, so they need to spend the time to go and set those people up. Also, productivity falls when you work at home. You're not as productive as when you're working in an office environment and you can just go and chat to someone one or two desks away from you. So just please be aware that the banks are slow. We're doing everything we can to make sure that we push files that are as critical as possible. The bank now has a priority order for deals. What that means is if you have a contract and settlement has been missed, that is highest priority. If a settlement hasn't been missed and it's coming up, that's the second priority. If there's a finance clause that's been missed, that's a third priority. If there's a finance clause that is coming up, that's a fourth priority. If it's a pre-approval, that is not a priority at the moment for the bank. So please be aware that the banks are prioritising their work to try and keep everything moving. What we've seen as well is the LTO here in South Australia has stopped their settlement floor. So what that means is that everything is run through the online platform PEXA. It will mean that everything is still settling as per normal if it can be settled through PEXA. So it won't be a huge disruption, but there may be some minor delays in that. Please bear with us through this time because it is really, really interesting. The other reason why the lenders have slowed down is that they have now sent all their offshore team, thousands of people, their offshore teams home to work from home, or they've just closed down those offices for we don't know how long. So what that means is that those people form a key part in their processing chain. So as work comes to that point where it would go to the offshoring team to process, that's now stopped and needs to be handled internally by the banks, by a team that is less productive because they've got 50% working at home, 50% working in the office. So please bear with us. We are just setting expectations that we don't know how long some of these delays will go on for. If there's a settlement clause that is 2 weeks away, we're advising clients that, look, we will still push for that and we'll get some stuff escalated to be looked at sooner. However, it may be up to 2 weeks after that time. And then we're just setting the expectation with the conveyancers, with the real estate agents as well. This is a global crisis, so we just need to make sure that we all understand that everyone is doing everything they can to help meet everyone's expectations in those key dates. So what does this mean moving forward? We're still open for business, absolutely 100% still open for business. Our team can work from the office, we can work from home, and we will still be productive and get work done. We are a mobile team here at Johnston Grocke in the Mortgage Services Division, so please still send us referrals. We are still open for business. We can work remotely and still provide a great level of service, albeit it will be a little bit slower because of the banks at the moment than what we would normally do. So if you do have anyone that is purchasing a property, if you've got anyone that needs help with refinancing, because their money's cheap at the moment. Money is extremely cheap. You know, we've seen the RBA had a crisis meeting last week and dropped interest rates by a further 0.25%. Some banks, like the Commonwealth Bank, have said they will not pass that on. Other banks are passing that cut on. So what we're seeing is a disparity at the moment between interest rates, which means people can refinance to a much better rate in a time and economic environment where people will be looking to reduce their overhead expenses and their mortgage repayments and save some of that interest. The other thing is the banks are coming out and supporting homeowners and also businesses. So there are options available if you're under financial stress or if you're affected by coronavirus. There are options. I do suggest that you do call the banks, ask them what options are available to you, and also there's packages from the government that are now available as well. I won't go into detail, but there's lots of information online. Make sure you do your research and reach out. There's nothing wrong with reaching out during this time. Business as usual still. I can't stress that enough. So we are open for business. We are looking forward to dealing with you. We are resourced up that we can do this and we can work from home. We're going to get through this together, guys. Please do your isolation if you need to. Do your social distancing. Let's be responsible because we will get through this. And most importantly, wash your hands, stay safe, and let's be positive and spread positivity during this time, because if at the end of the day we've all got to go home, we've got to lock ourselves in a room for 2 weeks, the only thing that's going to keep us going is thinking how positive this is, how sunny it is outside, and how good life's going to be when we return to normal. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.